Yo, what's up to another episode of the MIGO experiment, man? Quarantine kind of non-quarantine edition right now, man. Yo, soy Henry Flo.
Yo soy Willy.
Yo, and today we have
JJ Soria from the Netflix series Gentefied. Yeah, man.
Yo, man, welcome from Gentefied. Damn, that's what it's called. Whole time we call it Gentefied, like a puto, bro. Like the whole time I didn't even know it's called Gentefied, bro.
I told you Gentefied. Hey, don't mind Flo. He's gringo.
Nah, man, gringo, man. I mean, he's in Cali though. Sometimes we can relate. Certain things that happen in Cali happen here too. We forget stuff.
That's all good, man. Yeah, I've heard people. I mean, listen, it's spelled Gentefied. You know what I'm saying? The way, if you look at it, you probably, of course, the first thing that comes to mind is Gentefied, but no, it's Gentefied.
That's the fucking like the American way I think sometimes. Gentefied, like a puto.
Yeah.
Oh, Gentefied. Wow.
You simulated, bro. You simulated.
Oh, man, yo. So what's going on, man? So how are you occupying your mind durante these times?
Well, first of all, I have a quote that I'm proud to say I made up, and I live by it. It's look at life through a lens of gratitude. Like you have lenses on right now, right? So I say look at life through a lens of gratitude. What does that mean? That everything that these lenses are on, that they amplify or they focus the gratitude. So that's what stands out, right? So I say look at life through a lens of gratitude, and everything that matters will come into focus. So like when first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, I'm grateful for the fact that I could do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
I open my eyes and I got air in my lungs, and I'm genuinely grateful for it, because without that, like a lot of people take that shit for granted because we do it unconsciously. I mean, so many of us, we don't even breathe properly. You should be breathing down into your diaphragm. And yeah, and you know, like, it's like a tingly feeling when you do it several times in a row. It's like, because the oxygen is getting to your blood, you know what I mean? And you're really breathing, not them shallow breaths up here. Yeah. So my life, I people talk about like what I talk about deep shit, or for a lack of a better way to put it. But like, that's me, like deep. I try to breathe deep, I say breathe with purpose. So again, back to my quote, look at life through a lens of gratitude, and everything that matters will come into focus. Wake up. I'm grateful for the fact that I got another opportunity at this thing called life. I'm grateful for the fact that it only takes me 10 paces to get into what I can choose, hot or cold shower. You know, I don't gotta fucking walk through a jungle of predators to get to a lake to take a freezing cold bath in the river. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grateful for this shit. Because we live in this cute little society. Right now everyone's saying it's chaotic, whatever. But we have all these opportunities to, like I said, choose between the hot or cold. You know, the fact that I could go from there and go a few paces more and go to my kitchen and pick something out. Like, I don't gotta go hunt for my food. So by the time I leave my pad, I got a couple handfuls of things to be grateful for. My day is going great. You know what I'm saying? So I look to impact. All I can control is my world, right? You know, that's all I really have control over. So whoever comes in contact with my world on a day-to-day basis, you'll feel that. You'll feel my energy, and that's why I impact. And that's the world I live in. So my world is fucking awesome. My world is great. You want to come be in my world, and I say that confidently, not boastfully. Like, people who come in contact with me, they're like, "Yo, man, I love hanging with you, blah blah blah," because my energy's high, but it's genuine. It's not bullshit, right? But it's because I keep my life simple. I focus on being grateful, and I focus on what I can control, man. Treat people the way I want to be treated. Simple shit.
Who inspired you to become an actor?
I just took a class in college, bro. I took a class in college. I wasn't inspired by anybody. I just I took a class in college because I need some units, and I had chosen psychology at the moment. Like, I was on another path initially. I wanted to become a physical therapist. because I thought that as long as people got old and people got hurt, I would have a job. And then I did an observation, and I was like, that shit's boring. I was like, oh man, I never thought about being happy. Fast forward, I chose psychology as my major. I was like, I've always been interested in how people think, and I needed to take some extra classes to get some extra units. And my college counselor said, painting, drawing, or theater. Those are my options. And I said, the painting sounds boring. Drawing, I can't do to save my life. And theater, fuck it. I'll go to the theater class because maybe it'll be some fun at least. So my approach has always been, how you do anything is how you do everything. So the same that I approached this with, I sat up front, listened to what acting was all about, creating characters and telling stories. And I go, wait a minute, I can make a living creating characters and telling stories? Well, I've always enjoyed storytelling all my life, like hearing them, right? And I go, well, I think I have a decent look. I have an interesting look, or how you want to call it. I go, if I just put forth the same work ethic that I did towards athletics, because that was my dream. My dream was to be an athlete, a professional athlete, whether it be baseball or maybe a combative athlete, whether it be boxing or MMA or something like that. That boxing and MMA is more stuff that I've gotten involved to in the later years, or more recent past. But back in the day, I played a lot of baseball and football. And so I just applied that same work ethic that I had from athletics into this. And I have confidence in myself. I'll figure the rest out. And I was very fortunate. Don't get it twisted. I've had way more rejection than I've had, success stories. But you learn from those quote unquote failures and whatnot. And it's been unfortunate, man. This is where I'm at.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. Is there any other new project that you're currently working in, or other than Gentefied? Is there any new project coming up, or anything that you can speak on?
I am unemployed, bro. I'm unemployed till the show gets back. So that's one of the jobs of an actor. I was tied to this film recently. But I had to go with my gut. My gut said to step back. So I trust my instincts, you know what I mean? So I was like, I wanted to do this project because I would have been a lead of this film and everything. That was starring in it. And I really wanted an opportunity like that, but I had to listen. Life is always talking to you, man. All you got to do is pay attention. If you're aware and stay conscious, life will speak to you. And I was like, man, I want to do this movie, but my gut's telling me not to. I'm like, fuck. So I had to step up and step away from that project. But I just believe that it's the world setting me up for something better. Like, in order to receive, you have to let go. Right?
Yeah.
So sometimes we play, like when I got involved in this, I worked for the LAUSD, Los Angeles Unified School District, for many, many years. And I was then along that process, along while I was doing that is when I got introduced to acting, right? I told you about that story. And that was my safety net job. I kept the money coming in. And I had to make a decision because after a while, like I made decent money for how young I was doing it, but also it was fulfilling because I was helping these kids. I felt like I was making a difference, right? But after a while, it became like babysitting, and I was like, dang, I need to get. As soon as I clocked in, I'd be checking my watch, like I gotta get the fuck out of here, right? And so I got to a point. I go, well, you know what? How much do you believe in yourself, really, in regards to acting? I was like, you're doing this job primarily just to make money to support yourself. But you say you believe in yourself. This is me talking to me, but you say you believe in yourself in regards to this acting thing. How much? Don't just talk about it, be about it. So I took away that safety net. And when I did that, I let go, right? I booked my first series regular gig on Army Wives. and you know, that was a significant payday for me. And yeah, man, I just like, you gotta believe in yourself. And I forgot what the fucking question was, but how I even got
If you were working in any new projects or upcoming projects.
That's what it was.
Sometimes I go off, man.
No, you good. You good.
Hey, man, so like I've actually noticed how, like, you know, you as a person right now, man, you're just a very passionate person. Like, if you even said it yourself, you're just a passionate individual. Your roles, man, like the most of the roles that you do too, it's like you put that passion behind that person. Like, cause like even in Gentefied, man, you really play like that dude that's kind of like a little annoying because he's always like paranoid about stuff, man. But you know, he's but still pushing on, but still trying to do the best, and like, you know, like, but it's like kind of like the hard noser of the family. You know what I'm saying? Like el que recibía pescozones all the time, dog. Like to try to get to the point where you is at, bro.
Yeah,
and
man.
You're playing that dude, man.
You know, it's all about. I was thinking about this today. It's all about people's perception. Okay, let's just say, for example, people all the time, they'd be like, man, you look like my boyfriend or my ex-boyfriend, or you look like, you know, my cousin or this or that, or, you know, and then I see the person, I see the picture of who they're talking about. I'm like, I don't fucking look like this person. But my point is to say, like, even people's perception of like of people's personality. Some people find Eric annoying, and I can understand why, or an asshole, right? Yeah. Some people think he's the heart of the family. He's trying to push, and so it's very interesting. And all those perspectives are valid. You know what I mean? It all depends on how you see it. But I definitely put my passion. Every character I play is me as that. Because I say I don't act. I play for real. Like, remember, I don't know if you played sports when you were kids, and if someone was ever like beating you, and, like, say basketball, you know, and then you're like, fuck, man, you're trying to get that you're trying to get the game winning shot, or you're just trying to score a damn basket, and then the other person starts fucking around, like not playing seriously. You get frustrated. I would get frustrated. I'm like, nah, man, play for real, because I want. If I score, I want to score because you were trying to beat me, right? So, anyways, that's my approach to acting. I play for real. I commit as much as I can. Obviously, I know I'm not really hitting anybody. I know I'm not really doing certain things, but I try to make myself believe it as much as I can and be in that situation as much as I can. But yeah, my passion is in pretty much all my characters. But I try to find ways to change, to stay true to myself, at the same time find ways I can make the characters different.
So going into that question as well too, have you ever turned down any roles, man, that you've been presented?
Yeah.
What type of roles was that, man? What type of roles was that the judge had? You like, no, it's not me.
Well, I mean, there was a series called Islos High. Okay. That wanted me for a role, and we just couldn't agree on the financial aspect of it. I just couldn't see myself tied down to something for so long for not being properly compensated, or, you know, for at least for myself. But, you know, that there's different strokes for different folks, and the right person played the role, you know, that was supposed to, and yeah, so like that happens. So I do my best to every job that I do, I have different reasons for doing. Sometimes it's a payday. Sometimes it's just doing a scene. And sometimes it's because I want to work with somebody, a director or an actor, or, you know what I mean? Or maybe it's because you know, it's going to get good exposure or something. So there's different reasons for doing different projects.
Is there a particular, like, director that you've always dreamt about, like, working with, man, ever since you was a child?
Oh shit! When these questions come, I always draw a blank. There's several people I'd like to work with. There's this guy named Sam. I forget his last name right now. He just did that recent Netflix movie with Chris Hemsworth. Sam. He's also a stunt guy. Hargrove, something like that. I just love it because I love his shots, and he does a lot of action, and that's where I see myself going. That's the kind of career I see myself doing, being like Frank Grillo or Liam Neeson, or because I'm so active as a person. I like physical activity. I see myself doing more gigs along that line for years to come. I see myself running and gunning.
Gotcha, man. Do you see yourself as well, like producing and directing something very soon?
We'll see, man. I would love to. There's something I'm not gonna talk about, but there's something. There's a couple of different ideas that I am inspired to produce.
Gotcha, man.
Gotcha. Is there any actor that you would like to work with that you haven't worked with yet? Like, legend or new school?
Again, I always draw blanks on these questions. I need to write these because these are common questions. I need to start writing down these answers, the names of the people. But it's with me, man. I just want to work with talented, cool people, plain and simple. Talented, cool people that want to collaborate. Everything I do it as the same concept that I played sports with. It's a team game. So, I'll tell other actors, whether it's a day player on a series or a regular or whatever, I'll be like, yo, if you got a note for me or something, tell me. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Just to keep basically what I'm saying when I do that, there's no egos here, right? I just want the best scene. I just want the best thing come out. So I talk to my crew as well. And make sure that we're all in sync, and we all do it together. So, but as far as specific names, I'm just drawing a blank. I can't tell you right now.
Man, it's all good, man. So, man, before we actually started everything, we didn't really do a introduction like we usually do. But just I want to get your name correct, man. So, is it JJ Soria or JJ Soria?
Man, I go by either or.
JJ Soria, you know what I mean?
However you can pronounce it, dog.
I mean, I can pronounce it in both. Italiano.
He sounds gringo.
I mean, yeah, man, it's whatever it is. I just want to make sure I say it correctly, man.
Soria, yeah, JJ Soria.
Soria, that's cool, man. Because I was just like, Soria, Soria, quicker, I don't know, man. It's just, a little different all the time.
However it rings to your ear, that sounds cool. I'll be like, all right, I'll just roll with
that. Man, so you've actually got let's keep it real, dead ass, almost a decade, bro. Actually, getting paid, like you said, man, since the army wise and stuff like that. Is there anything else on the radar that's out there, in the industry where it's just roaming through, people yo, I kind of want that job. I kind of want to get on that movie or whatever. Is there any talks in the industry?
I would love to do to play a boxer, whether it be fiction or nonfiction. Whether I'm playing somebody. People have told me I should play De La Hoya or Chavez, Juan Manuel Marquez. If they have an interesting story. There's an interesting story, a boxer by the name of course, right when I want to name him, I draw a blank. I follow him on Instagram, Gomez.
He'll probably come to you, but what's up with my man? How good is he, man? Tell me about it. What's the story?
Well, his story is very fascinating. It's because the only way he got his green card was by winning the WBC belt. And the way he got it was called the Extraordinary Circumstances. And that's how, I think that's amazing, to really be fighting for something, you know what I mean? And he did it. Yeah.
Man, you need to run that by some kind of writers, man, or whatever. You write your damn self, bro, because something.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm looking into that. I'm interested now in diving into writing. I believe I have something to offer there. Again, look at, bro, I could quit acting now and feel fulfilled. I can do it. I know I can make a living acting. I know I'm good enough. I don't. That's simple. But the reason I keep doing it, the reason I'm still acting, is because I know I have more to offer as a storyteller. My perception of life is it's not to, when I go to auditions, I don't go to get jobs. I don't go to be like, oh, can I be part of your project? No, I go because I have something to offer you. Like they give me a script and all that shit, and I look at it and I'm like, oh, I'm a chef. So, you know, I cook up something and I go to them and I give them my take. You know, I'll be like, taste it. How you like it? You like it? You want to cook together? Let's cook. You know what I mean? But I don't go to seek anyone's approval. I go there to offer them something.
Man, you're like Vinny Hanna, bro. They willing to pay for the sizzle because I've seen you in a lot of projects, bro. A lot of projects. Even if you're doing cameos, whatever the fuck, but you're in that motherfucker, bro. Like you're in there, bro.
Just, you know, work, man. Like I said, I look for reasons to do projects, not to turn them away. But yeah, I would like to do, back to your question, I want to do a boxing project or a real gritty military project like Black Hawk Down. That's an old school flick that really.
I'm heading with Ethan Hawke and them, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm looking to get into right now. Like I said, running and gunning, that's where I really enjoy doing stuff that's physical, those kind of stories. They're fun.
Yeah. Well, man, you go ahead and just plug yourself in, man, with all the social media, man, where people can contact you and everything as well, man, because, you know, we've actually enjoyed our time with you. Thank you for making time during these times, you know, to go ahead and, you know, hop on a Zoom and just answer some questions and give some vibes off, bro. Thank you, man, so much.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's JJ Soria, however you want to say it. Call me JJ, man. It's better than call me my whole life. You can find me on Instagram at JJ Soria, also on Twitter under that same handle. Or you can, if anybody still uses Facebook, it's JJ Soria08. Anything, like I said, look at life through a lens of gratitude, and everything that matters will come into focus. You know, all this stuff that's going on right now, I say that growth doesn't happen like in the gym when you're working out. You got to break down the muscle. Like you got to go through some type of physical exertion and pain. No pain, no gain, right? So I feel like right now, as a world, it seems like we're going through a lot of pain. And but I truly believe that through that pain comes growth. You get the gains, you know. You get the gains
facts,
from that.
Man. Facts, man.
So you know, just keep your mind positive, keep your mind right, focus on your breath, stay composed, and keep it simple, man. Don't try to change the world, just change your world, and everyone that come in contact with you will feel that vibration. And I truly believe, it's been my experience, that you'll have a great experience, interaction with people for the most part.